So I've been holding this video in the vault for a very long time, but I'm finally going to talk about it. Kendra G's gathering in Philadelphia was empty. And I believe I walked past, it was like, and the crazy thing is I was with my man. I was on a date. That's the crazy thing about it. When did I walk past? It was like in the middle. Oh, I'm walking through the Kendra G Singles Live Philly, and nobody is there, y'all. Hold on, look. Go closer to the end, right? So I walked past, and it was like a big old Kendra sign out there, and I wanted to meet Kendra. Like that's what I went for. I wanted to meet Kendra, and he's like, he didn't really know who Kendra was, but I was telling him who Kendra was, and I was like, I want to meet Kendra. So I go down there and I walk in. I didn't record when I was walking there, but I did record me walking past and leaving. And the girl at the front desk was like, Kendra is not here. Kendra didn't show up. I said, okay, well, this is it? She was like, this is it. Like, this is, and I said, well, did a lot of people leave? And she said, no, like, because I thought I got there on the tail end of the party. And she was like, no, it wasn't a lot of, but what the part that got me is she said only 2 men walked in. It's been.
So this is a video by Amber. This video's been going viral lately about Kendra G's Singles Mixer in Philadelphia. So our sister here said that the mixer is a flop, basically. It was a flop, and that only 2 men showed up. Kendra wasn't even there. And whatnot. And as you can see from the video that she posted, it looked dead up in there. Like, ain't nobody up in there.
Word.
So
very much so. It looked like a ghost town in there. Was nothing popping. And it looked like no men were in there from the look.
Right. So let's see. Let's continue. Let's see what else she has to say.
Been nothing but women there all night. As you can see in the video, it's nothing but women. As I was counting in the video, it was like 14 women. And then that's not even including the women that were in the back. It was like groups of women in the back getting drinks. And it was 2 men. 2 men. And the part that kills me is that one of the men, right? And this is what, when women say they don't compete for men, it kills me. Because deep down inside they do. They just put it in the front and say they don't, but they do in real life. Outside, right? One of the men pulled up in a black Bentley truck, like while I was at the desk, because he was looking for parking. So another man pulls up in a Bentley truck and walks to the front, and everybody got up out their seats, looking up, looking at the door. Everybody. He walked in, he looked around, he walked up and talked to the DJ. Eyes, all the women eyes was on him. He was that 6, he was a tall just. So I'm thinking in my head, this is Kendra's show in real life. All of the women are looking for this small selection of men. The 6 foot, that was the 6 foot 6-figured man they all were looking for. That was him. And they all was, and I'm standing there, I'm looking, I swear I'm looking, and he talks to the DJ and they cacking it up, and he just walks right on out, and they watched him walk right on out. And I was like, you can't tell me men at the prize, child. You can lie.
That brother pulled up to the mixer. He saw what was on offer.
Right.
And he got up out of there. He said, nah, I will not be the piece of meat in this joint. I'm out of here. Ain't nothing in here that look like it's worth his time or whatever was the case. He's gone.
Right.
Interesting.
Right. A Bentley truck, 6 feet. This is the man that they looking for. And then they all piped up. Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
He don't want y'all.
You don't qualify, queen. Like they said.
He might have been in the wrong place.
Right? He's looking for the Flyers game or something. Yeah, that's across the street.
All old biddies in here.
For real. Man, I'm not
Oh,
surprised
God.
if what she's saying, if what the good sister saying is true about her footage. It looks
Mm-hmm.
very much on par. We watch the show. Anybody who watches the show, you can see that that's consistent. That's on brand
That's
with
right.
the demographics of the show. Kendra know who her audience is. But let us proceed. See what else the good sister got to
And
say.
say they aren't, but women outnumber men so bad in especially popular urban areas. In Philadelphia, even when you watch Kendra G's show, there are more women on the show. Kendra says this all the time. There are more single women than men. There are more single women than men. There are more single women than men. If you look at Kendra G's video, scroll down. I counted it. I'll do what y'all want with that information. But it was just a funny sight to see. I honestly believe dating is dead. I don't think people should date. I think dating is dead. I don't think you should date. If you already haven't found your partner and you know you're superficial, just have hookups and call it a night. Just have hookups and call it a night. That's just me personally. Because most people are superficial, whether they like to say it or not. But yeah, that was it. The 6'6" figured man walked through, saw the women that was up for grabbing, didn't choose any, and walked right on out. I was shocked. I thought more men was gonna come out, especially the men that be in
I
the
don't know
comment section.
why.
But I'm not gonna lie, Kendra dating show does not have the good. I wouldn't go to a event for Kendra anyway. I was going to be fucking nosy, and I was with my man. But I feel like the people who are on her show, they're not good dating options. Like they're
Hmm.
not good dating options. Like
They're
Hmm.
not. They're
Hmm.
not good dating options.
Men or
This
women.
right. Her show is where this is the last resort. This is where the last stop of the train, where you enrolled the train and you kept thinking that you could get off, and they said last call or whatever and you thought and this is you thought you had other stops.
Right.
There's
You
no
could.
more stops. Once you
There's
get
no
here,
connections. There's no junction. Like that's the last end of the road. Last stop. Done. There's no transfer. Oh, I'm gonna go from here to there. No, that's it. It's the last stop. Last stop on the line. That's it. Route over. It's done. That's what Kendra is. Definitely.
so almost no men showed up. And why would we expect them to show up? Like, why? They all want the same man. So even let's say you were a man that's not, you don't meet the 6 feet, 6 inches, 6 figures.
Hmm?
Why would you show up? You know that these women don't desire you.
You're not in demand. Right. They don't want you. They're looking
Right. You're just gonna
past
get
you.
ignored the whole
Hmm.
time.
Yeah.
And even for the man that isn't the man, like all of them is gonna be,
You don't.
it gonna be almost a stampede trying to get to him.
You don't want to be that piece of meat. Pause. Proverbial piece of meat hanging with these goddamn hyenas jumping around, fighting, clawing at each other. You don't want to be that.
Right?
We saw, remember the brother, the older gentleman, Mr. Ron, or whatever his name was, that they were calling in for 2 weeks trying to get Ron. Like, come on, man. Like, that's just the reality. The male guests that come on, I know we give the women a lot, but the male guests, they know better. They know better. They're not good options when you come. We go back and watch some of our videos that we covered male guests that went on Kendra G. And we haven't even done all. Of course, we haven't done them all. That's just like a microcosm. Like they're not good picks. They're not good selections. The women, men, either one. If you were that great, if you were in high demand, you wouldn't have to come on Kendra's last resort. I'm gonna maintain that, and I'm gonna keep saying that.
Right. You could just probably meet people in your everyday life, and even she tells people your first bet is to meet someone in your everyday life because she know how raggedy the show is.
Definitely.
Like, I mean, I give her that some people have went on the show, met
sure
met people and got married, but it's a whole bunch of ratchetness on this freaking show. You know, it's a little raggedy, but
Definitely.
it's the butt of jokes. People, I mean, you got multiple reaction channels about it because it's good content. You know, definitely. A lot of people I've even seen in the comments, people just watch it for entertainment. And you know what? That's how we started. We started watching this for entertainment.
Until it got kind of disgusting. Like it got to a point where somebody's got to get in here and break this down. Yeah, somebody's got to say something. We can't just let this go on just unabated. Like, and there's other channels, not just us. They're out there, too numerous to name. But shout out to all those channels as well. But it's got to be said. Something has got to be said. And Kendra, she's profiting, she's benefiting, but she's a little confused at how, what her platform actually is. This is Jerry Springer on the internet, pretty much. Right. Like, it's just, this is a joke. It's a joke.
And people have said that in her comments. It's not, we're making this up. People have said that. So this is the new Jerry Springer, the new Maury, all of that. It's just entertainment. Nobody's taking this serious. And nobody's taking anybody that go on that show serious.
You can't. So we're gonna let the good sister finish out, and on the heels of that, Kendra, I guess, put out a video. I guess this is her rebuttal. She's had something in the comment section or whatever, but we'll go on from that. We'll transition from the good sister here. Shout out to her for her on-site, boots on the ground coverage, and then we'll get into Kendra's rebuttal.
Even if you watch her show, like the men and women that goes up there, they're not good options to choose from. Nobody on there is healed. So I can imagine what it was like in real life. I just thought more men would be there.
All right, we have Kendra G's Mixer here. There's going to be no audio due to copyrighted music. So I want everybody to count how many men they see here. We're gonna play it through, and then we're gonna play it again.
We're gonna break it down. We're gonna spot them out and see if we can point and get a head count.
So, all right, let's go, y'all. All right, so here we go.
Let's see what we're working with.
Okay, so she's gonna come back to the mixer part. So she's in Philly doing her.
This is all about her, y'all. I don't know what dance that was. All this is serving Kendra's ego. This is more about her than it is about y'all. Like,
let me go back for a second, because just tell me. Let me go back. Why is she dressed like this first?
We call that dressed. she got like some kind of vendetta against shirts. Like she don't never got no damn clothes on. Fine. But why you gotta be all over the logo? Like she's this is about her. This feeds her ego. She can wrap it up, and I'm helping every hand. God told me. This is about her. This is about her. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, we got Kendra dancing. Again, about her.
It's all about her.
All right, we at the mixer.
Okay.
So aunties, security guard, bunch of women right here. We got
come on,
dude with the chest out.
Come on
champion
now.
hat.
Come on, man. They left with each other. Probably.
This guy with the bucket hat.
No play. No play. Like, come on, man. Sugar Bear with the fedora. Come on, man. What's going on in here? Look at
Maroon
this. Look at
shirt.
the far right. Look. What's this?
A bunch of women.
What's that? Like, who's signing up for this? Well, I know you're surprised that no men showed up. Come on now.
Because this is the selection.
That's
got
what I'm saying.
Bunch of older women in here. Like,
there ain't no reason for them to show up. Ain't no good candy in there. Ain't some baddies in there. Nothing. Nothing.
Who auntie is this?
Come on now. No disrespect to them, but come on.
But who auntie is that?
6 feet, 6 figures, signing up for this? Come on now.
See, look at this guy.
He's not leaving with any woman.
What team was he playing for?
Come on. Come on now.
Come on now.
And y'all, Buffarilla, I seen a huge, she was huge back there at that table.
Here go another guy with the white fedora.
No love.
Is anybody talking to him?
He's just sitting on the couch.
Okay, he is talking. Green hat. Okay.
I seen a brother in a striped shirt. I ain't gonna count the flamboyant dudes. I count about 5 men. Look, he might be playing for the wrong. Look, he is another one.
That guy. Lord,
come on, y'all.
This don't even seem like a mixer. This seems like y'all just in there having a party. Like,
come on now. This is just another reason for Kendra G to play dress up. Like, these mixers ain't doing nothing for nobody. How much she charge you to get in there?
I don't know. Somebody auntie. So this is what we have, this is what the mixer was. So let's go to our final thoughts.
So we had what the good sister said she saw when she passed through. And then we had what Kendra put out there for the public. And mind you as well, if we didn't mention, Kendra went down there in the comments and left the whole big thing or whatever. She left the whole.
Let me read her comment.
Okay.
Ooh, child, it's crazy because I really just be minding my business and spending my own money to throw free events in each city to give people a chance to meet in person. A couple of things. I have never paid any men to show up to my speed dating events. Let's clear that up. Second, this is a clip of Philly, and yes, men were there. I will say out of all the cities, Philly did have the lowest turnout for a few reasons. One, I promoted it only 1 week in advance because I decided to do it last minute. My sole focus of going to Philly was Dave's wedding. Remember, Dave is the one that got married.
Mm-hmm.
It was done on a Friday. My other speeding dating events. I don't know why she put speeding dating
Can't
events. Have been on a Tuesday, which have been proven to be a better day. There was more than 2 men there. I think 17 men speed dated actually. She said that 17 men turned out. Okay. And then the last reason, you can never please Black people. Some of y'all get on my nerves. Here I am using my own money, and yet
Here we go again.
still you will find a way to complain about a free event. It's not about it being free. It's the lady said nobody showed up, and we just seen a handful of men, but a bunch of women. So
not all that attractive and in demand women either.
Right.
Okay. Like we can't, it's a two-way street. Like if you want men in demand to come and patronize, I think there's got to be some sort of a incentive. Like they're not just gonna go over there just to sit with old ladies just cause for Kendra's sake. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's no real reason for these men to go to these mixers. If you watch the show, you know what awaits you at a mixer. That's it. Like it's very simple. And we could be in, there's no need to be in denial. There's no need to get upset. And I know everybody wants to get offended, but it's just the truth. The truth is the light. There are no good prospects on these shows. On this show, for sure, there's no good prospect. There's older women or serial baby mamas or these dudes that ain't got their thing together as it should be to take on a woman and whatever. They're not even living right within their own self. They're not on their purpose. So their prospects are even lower. Men and women on this show are not all that much in demand or in demand at all, I would go to say. Because if you were, you wouldn't have to come on here. And as far as Kendra, you know, she wants to try to clap back. I mean, the truth is the truth, Kendra. You don't have a lot of men on there. You don't, or the men you do have are not in demand. You just got to accept it. You can try to spin a narrative. Oh, it was last minute and 17. I didn't count no 17 men. She said it was a clip. Sure, you're right. Okay, cool. These events and all of this, even this whole app situation, like, I know I'm not the only person that sees this. This is all about her. Like, this serves her. It's not serving y'all. Like, she don't care about y'all. This is about her. That's why when she does this, what's the focus? This is her reading about herself. This is her patting herself on the back so she can go play dress up with no clothes on and dance with no rhythm in a city. Come on, like this is crazy. Like, this is nuts, and it's not helping anybody. I'm going again. Who is she actually helping with this? Because I'm sure them ladies, them older aunties, bufferillas and all that, they all left single. They came in single and they left single.
And they left single.
So who are we actually helping? Like, I don't know, man. The brothers in there, we saw it. We had Sugar Bear with the black fedora. He looked like he tricking, but he probably ain't have nothing he wanted to trick on. You had the two gentlemen who were three of them that were very flamboyant looking. They probably left together. The other dude with the burgundy, he just looked like he was happy to be there. And the most on-demand dude, he was on the clock. That was the security guard.
Right. Everybody was talking about the security guard. So
what are we doing here? Like, you know, it is what it is. You know, and again, to me, in my opinion, she didn't even have to answer this. She didn't have to answer this. It didn't do anything, but to me, it just, you know, solidified what the good sister said in the beginning. And what we would already know, that's what I expected to look like. A bunch of aunties or, you know, serial baby moms that are not in high demand at this thing so they can see Kendra and, you know, like she got the magic to give you a man. She's just passing them out. She's just men on that. No, there are no men at these events. There are no real solid men on these shows. That's just that. This could have been a non-issue. She didn't have to address this, but she did, and she proved it to be right rather than her trying to prove it to be wrong. And this was a good while ago too. We could go with the conspiracy theory. She could have shot this again like it was a flop and tried to do it again. Who knows? I don't know. But it didn't look like a mixer that a lot of men would attend. Is it safe to say that? Yeah. I'll leave it there. Like, go ahead, Queen. Final thoughts before we close out this turkey.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I agree. She proved the sister Amber right. There wasn't a lot of men there, and not a lot of desirable men. As in, these are probably some good brothers. I'll say that.
Right.
But it's not what these women wanted.
Nope.
They was not looking for these brothers. These brothers probably weren't looking for them. Right. And it was just undesirable on both parts.
Right.
They wanted the dude that jumped out the Bentley truck. That Amber said. That's who they wanted. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, let's say that what Kendra filmed is, we're going to go with, okay, Kendra filmed the event. So when did Kendra show up? Because Amber was at the event, and she recorded what she saw inside. We can't dispute that. Like, she recorded what she saw inside. Kendra recorded, there's two conflicting videos here. So when did Kendra show up? Amber says she showed up around 8:17 p.m. I don't know when the event was supposed to start. Maybe Kendra wasn't on time. Maybe she got there later on. And then everybody showed up because they know how she show up late. I don't know. But I'm just going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, well, she showed up late or whatnot. And then the party really got started, I guess. Okay. If you could call this
fair enough.
Getting started. Like, so it seemed like a few people trickled in, and then she said, oh, it was last minute. Why are you doing stuff last minute?
Right. Good point.
And then tell me, here's the other thing. Here's the caveat. She did it last minute, but yet all these women showed up. They was looking. They was made sure that they found their way there, but not as many men. So if the women could have found their way there, the men could have found their way there too. So that's not really an excuse. Oh, the men, because I did it last minute, I didn't give the men enough time. The women showed up.
Right.
They wasn't, or you just saying that the men ain't paying attention. They ain't care about your event. Know what? I ain't showing up. And then she said it because it was on a Friday night. That's versus insane. A Tuesday night.
That doesn't even add up. I would think the Friday would be more popping than the Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't.
Talking about
I'm just gonna go out to a mixer on a Tuesday night.
Right. You don't work Wednesday.
Right. Shoot, I'm drinking. I'm dancing and all of that. Why would I go out on a Tuesday night?
I just came from work. Friday vibes are different. Like, it would be more festive on a Friday, Saturday, something like that. I would think so. I don't frequent these things and these mixes and speed dating and all that. So I wouldn't know for sure, but that would make more sense to have it on the weekend.
And then, I'll give her credit for throwing a free event. You know, she is using her own money, but that's not the point,
that's
Kendra.
Y'all's money.
She keeps saying, I use my own money, but it doesn't dispute the fact that there wasn't a lot of men there.
That's just the truth. Like,
even if you spent even more money, that wasn't going to bring more men out. There wasn't a lot of men, and there wasn't the men that they desired.
See, a lot of Kendra's success, I'm putting that in quotation marks, or a lot of her, income and revenue is on the guys that there are men available that, you're going to have a chance when you come to the show, or when you go on the app, or when you come to the mixer. So that's why she has to defend this vehemently. Like, you know what I mean? She knows who her audience is. She know who watch her. She know who pay her bills. There's demographics. If you look, you can see who watches the show, who does all that. You can all that. But these women wouldn't watch the show, patronize, spend the $5 if they knew 100% there's no men available. See, all of this is just to make these women think that there's a chance, and they might find some, and there is a chance, but the chances are very small, especially when you come on the show, when you come on airing all your dirt and all your baby daddy, this, that, the third, and all of that. I think your chances go down when you come on the show, not go up. But it helps Kendra. It helps her pocket, and it helps her situation. So now she don't got to answer to somebody on the radio and be a worker. Now she's quote unquote a boss, but she's taking advantage of what she, y'all's, that female thought process that there's men going to be sprinkled throughout. It's going to be men on watching the show. It's going to be men at the mixer. It's going to be men at the app. There's a very small percentage of men, not just men, period, for one. And then the men that you want. You're going to look over the perfectly good dudes that's out there. And I'm sure some of these brothers, or some of them, the couple brothers that were in there, I'm sure a couple of them were probably good, decent brothers, but that's not what they want. You see what I'm saying? There's so much falsehoods in this show. It's, hey, y'all do what y'all want to do. I see something different in the presentation. Again, this is all for Kendra to spend money. Yeah, she spent her money to put the show on, but this is for her to play dress up and come out here and do her thing. You just look at the app. Just look at the app. Look at the app. That tells you everything you need to know. She ain't even got to put herself on there. Singles Live from Kendra G on the side somewhere would be perfect. But no, she's got to be the logo on the front of the motherfucker. Like, come on, she's gorging herself on y'all's misery and pain. But that's neither here nor there.
The last thing I'll say, and I said this before, Black women think because it's a Black woman-owned dating show, dating app, event, that Kendra G is some type of, she gonna use Black girl magic and pull this 6-figure, 6 inches, 6 feet man out of a hat. It just don't work like that. Kendra can't do more than anybody else in done. Like, that's not to take away from what she's doing. It's just that she can't do more because she a Black woman. And this is the way these women are acting. Like, oh, can you find me a man? She can't.
She can't.
And as she say, is she could just present you. But you got to get your stuff together to be presentable. These men are not wanting what you're presenting.
There you go.
And so, and then, she slowly, people keep comparing her to Kevin Samuels. She's using Kevin Samuels' talking points, but she doesn't fully understand them because she still gets confused on certain things that are in regards to the talking point. So she's just regurgitating it. She doesn't fully understand it. So people, like, how dare you call her Kevin Samuels? No. She's not.
No way. No,
but she's starting to understand. She's probably at 10% understanding level, but she hasn't mastered the course yet.
No.
So Kendra cannot, let me say it again. Kendra cannot do more than anybody else can do in finding you a man. All she can do is present you. That's all. It doesn't increase your chances. All it does is increase you being out there.
That's about it.
That's all. It's nothing more. It's nothing less.
It's about
and
it.
You the one, you present what you're the one putting what is out there. If you come off as ratchet, overweight, single mother, all that's
just magnified.
She just
broadcasted you to the internet. Like, if that's what you were, she says no videos come down. So she's going to blast you. Yeah, she's going to put your business in the street. And I don't think that's going to help you in the long run.
It doesn't. But we'll leave it there.
We'll leave it right there. Kendra's Mixer, Philadelphia.
Was a flop.
Yes. Yes. So You guys heard what we think. More importantly, we want to know what you guys think. So get down there in the comment section. Let us know if you agree, disagree, if we were on base, off base. You know, we are 360-degree thinkers on this platform. Free thought is always promoted here. Leave a like on your way out. Sub up if you so choose to. Don't forget to hit the noti bell so you can be notified when we drop some more of these bangers. We thank y'all for coming out this evening, patronizing the channel, leaving all the likes, the engagement. We couldn't do this without y'all. We had a real fun show, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe and have a good night.